I have one of my bartenders that's been here since like the very beginning. And she's funny because she was like, it's amazing, Renee, to see the transition that took place from 11 years ago when on Friday night it was barely any bowlers and it was just bowling people coming in for drinks. And now we're bowling on Friday night because I still bowl on Friday night.
Hmm.
Fortunately, the prior owner is no longer with us, but I still bowl on Friday nights, and I walk in the bar and I've got three-quarters of the bar full and they're not bowlers. So
Yeah.
that's what's working. And it's
Hmm.
for food and beverages. And we try to make sure I talk to young people. The nice thing is I have a 21-year-old daughter. So I kind of pick her brain on what's good out
Mm.
there and what's not.
Yeah.
Again,
What do they want?
yes, because I don't
Hmm.
know. You'll get to
You're
the
not
bowlers
21?
and you have two sets of customers you're trying to appease because you have bowlers who want this type of food and beverage, and then you have open bowlers who want this type of food and
Right.
beverage.
Hmm.
So what we try to do is a combination of both because what you'll find is a lot of bowlers don't want too much food that they have to eat with their hands unless it's before or
Right.
after bowling. If
Sure.
it's during, they don't. The Dutch platters sell very well because the toothpicks, they put the toothpicks in, they eat the cheese and the bologna and
Hmm.
everything. They like them.
Right.
It's, yeah, but that they go more on one night compared to the other. It all depends on the bowlers.
Hmm.
So it's quite a mixture of trying to put this all together. And it's just basically talking to the bartenders, talking to the servers, talking to the bowlers because
Hmm.
they what they want. They love weekly specials so they can get something different off the menu. We'll run something different for a change, or we'll make a buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich or something that we don't normally have on the menu, and they love it.
Hmm.
They like that different change. So that kind of works. And then, like I said, on the alcohol side is talking to the other people. It's hard. It is. You got to put the effort into it and really think about what they need. And it's hard even getting some of your employees trained that way because
Mm.
you'll have the ones that work during the week that work with the league bowlers, and then the one on the weekends, and you get the ones on the weekend going, "Hey, they're asking for this. Can we get this in?" And I got my league bartenders go, "I never sell that." I'm like, "Well, you're in a whole different world."
Yeah.
It,
Right. Two different customers. Yeah.
it is, and that's what's kind of, I think, a little unique to our place or the bowling alley industry.
Yeah.
You got to do this two different avenues.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a great observation, and I'd say that seems to be. If I had one through line of your journey and for your success, it sounds like the humility to listen to other people, listen to your customers, listen to experts, and take the ideas, try them. Not all of them work, but a lot of them do, and just keep those one. That seems to be something that a big strength of yours.
yes, I try to listen.
Hmm.
I don't know it all. I was taught a long time ago, I don't know it all. My CFO used to give me the greatest thing. He goes, Renee, you're trying to get there this way. Get there this way. Yeah,
Yeah.
advice. It's like,
Hmm.
you're going the long way. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay. But yeah, no, you have to. And I know sometimes people don't want to talk to them. And I don't mean that mean. It's just
Hmm.
because you'll have the ones that complain about
Right.
anything. No matter how hard. I mean, we put a lot of effort into our league shot, which is why I think we have such a good league base. When my son was around, my son was 27 now. He's lived in the CPA world, that accounting world that I did years ago. So now he gets to work those long hours and do it. But when he was around, my the person who does my lanes, Brian, who was the old owner's son, he stayed on with me, which was a big part of my success too. Him and I offset each other. I'll give the world away and he'll charge for everything he can. So we kind of
Hmm.
have this really good combination. And whether we offset each other really good. And we talk about things before. I talk to him about some of the
Hmm.
things we're thinking about doing in the future. I keep him involved in everything because he knows, because sometimes he has something and he'll come to me. Again, the humility, even listening to your employees. This is too hard to do, or we can't do that because of this, or okay, all right. And then you try to figure out another plan, maybe. My
Mm,
plan right now is working on trying to get the food out, that it's correct, that it's to them in a timely basis, and we get it to the place that we want to get it to, because sometimes our league bowlers don't even know what lanes they're on. So we're trying to deliver
mm,
food. They're not at that lane. We're trying. So there's some things we're looking at for there as well. But
mhm.
we tried a couple things, it didn't work, so now I have to try something else. So,
Right. Exactly.
but
Yeah,
no,
keep trying until you get it.
yes, and I do. But
Mhm.
my the old owner's son, Brian, who's just great. Well, he does the lanes, so he does the shots. So he's very particular. He's always checking the oil machine, making sure there's no malfunction. And then when they change a part in it, he has to sometimes adjust it, which is it's well beyond me, and I'm not going to get into the detail. I don't even know it
Yeah.
all, but it can get overwhelming. Or he has to tweak things, and it's I always tell when he's up to it, because he comes in to me and he goes, "Put your shoes on, Renee." I'm like, "Oh, Brian, I need you to check something." So he bowls, and because he bowls in a whole different angle than I do, he has a whole. He goes cross. I go and like kind of middle and swing it, and then when my son was around, he would play outside. So he would look to see how all three of those shots would do, and then he would
Mm,
adjust it accordingly.
yeah.
So most of our people who do come in for league will tell you that we're very consistent with our shot, and
Right.
that's what league bowlers like. And I believe that's part of our success is we will always try to look at that and try to be. You can't always get when oil machines malfunction just like your cars do. You don't know
Mhm.
when it's going to happen, and you don't sometimes know it did happen. Sometimes you could be driving in your car and something's not working and you don't know it,
Right.
and you find
Mhm.
out about 5 miles later, but
It's too late, yeah.
you lost all the water in your radiator. It's
Mhm.
gone.
Yeah,
So
but I'm sure they really appreciate the attention and detail that you guys put into it because not every center is gonna to take that level of care, and so it shows up. Because the way you take care of that spills over to almost anything else, right? Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.